We'll be in the midst of a recession by August 2023. Even though it has already arrived, you don't feel it yet. With US elections in November, 72 economists predict a recession by the middle of the following year, despite the government's best efforts to maintain the appearance of normalcy. We experienced a pandemic, a war, the highest rates of inflation in recent memory, the collapse of China's largest real estate developer, and numerous supply chain problems while everyone with half a brain is already feeling the pain and anxiety. Your mortgage or your grocery bill are due, but your salary has barely increased by 5% over the past 2 years. But I'll be showing you some investments that are recession-proof. Welcome to the Financial Flow. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up on our latest videos. The first category is consumer goods. People will continue to purchase certain items regardless of the state of the economy. Consumer staples include anything else you use on a daily basis. Look at the things you buy out of necessity rather than choice. Regardless of how bad the economy gets, you'll still need to buy toilet paper. Purchase some stocks in the businesses that produce those goods. Then comes telecom. If this generation has taught us anything, it's that. As long as the internet is still operational, you are allowed to go without eating for a few days under the name extended fasting. We depend on telecom more than ever, and it's growing at a rate of almost 10% annually. Many people in traditional roles will lose their jobs when the recession hits and try to shift to other job opportunities. Working from home is increasingly common. Companies will reduce the number of offices they maintain during a recession because rents will be too high. Thus, as more people choose to work from home, the telecom industry will expand. Another insurance is inexpensive fast food. The economy and fast food consumption are inversely related. People attempt to eat at fancier restaurants when they have more money. Subway, McDonald's, Burger King, etc. In the economic downturn, they'll all prosper. What won't work out well, you ask? The answer? The fast food restaurants with burgers priced at $15. Delivery services will also be impacted, although people will continue to order online. The cost of Postmates will make it more cost-effective for them to stop at a drive-thru on their way home. Self-education or mastery comes next. As a general rule, making an investment in yourself is recession-proof. The less impact a recession has on your finances and mental health, the more financially educated you are. You can learn a new skill that will open up doors for you that were previously closed to you. To this extent, remote work has been accepted. Many people will act as consultants or freelancers for other projects in addition to their current employment. Precious metals and gold. Inflation and economic downturns are protected from by gold. It is the novice investor's preferred form of insurance. Governments must stimulate the economy for their nations to emerge from recessions. Their preferred method of doing this is by printing money, which expands the financial market and drives up the price of gold because it is a valuable commodity. The issue with printing more money is that they've already been doing it for a few years, which has resulted in record high inflation. If you're young, you might want to consider Bitcoin as an alternative investment because it's like gold 2.0. Technology stocks comes next. This year, tech stocks have suffered due to concerns that tech companies are growing too large. However, if you look ahead, Google will continue to prosper even during a recession. Look at the tech companies you regularly use because if you do, then others probably do too. Previously, tech lagged behind in retail in importance, but now, in our opinion, tech has overtaken this role. Every recession will present a fantastic opportunity for the creation of new businesses in terms of enormous returns. Pharmacies stocks. For the pharmaceutical companies, recessions are a fertile ground, especially after the boost from the pandemic. You could invest directly in pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer. Disruption could affect the entire pharmaceutical industry. Stocks and utilities are next. You must turn on your lights no matter how bad things get. The holding of utility stocks in your portfolio is a whole investing strategy in itself. One of the biggest electrical suppliers in Florida, Next Era Energy, has one of our portfolio's best performing stocks. It generated an annualized return of 21% over the previous 5 years and 19.2% over the previous 10 years. You should consider energy, including its producers, distributors, service providers, and natural gas suppliers, among other things. While the price of raw materials may change, demand is only increasing. Evergreen Businesses comes next. We adore companies with solid foundations that provide an excellent product to a loyal customer base. Evergreen businesses are those that have existed and will continue to exist after 20, 40, or 60 years. Home Depot is most likely to make it through a 1 to 3 year recession. Consider your children. Even if a recession requires you to make cuts, you will still need to send them to daycare or school. Even in the event that one of your grandparents passes away, you would still use a funeral home services. Some companies won't ever close because there is always a need for them. Commodities and raw materials are yet another form of investment. You're in luck if you're familiar with the commodities market. The textile industry will continue to prosper, so wheat, soybeans, and corn are still good investments. However, exercise caution because not all products are created equal, such as coffee, spices, and vanilla. They typically suffer from a decline in demand during a recession. On to life insurance next. One of the blooming plays during a recession is insurance, but life insurance is even more crucial. Rich people use life insurance very differently than you would anticipate, which you might not be aware of. For them, life insurance functions as a tax-free personal bank and a means of accumulating wealth. Basically, they invest their money in life insurance policies rather than banks, allowing them to borrow money tax-free. We find the whole concept of using life insurance as a bank to be fascinating. And finally, automation. Automation, in our opinion, is inevitable because companies are working as hard as they can to be cost-effective so they can stay in business. Recession periods only speed up the adoption of automation. There will be many emerging automation businesses out there doing amazing things. Robots will do all the labor-intensive work as software consumes the world. Consider the fact that while prices have increased, wages have not. People will soon stop working and demand higher wages, which will encourage businesses to increase their investment in automation. Expanding your time horizon is the only way to ensure that you prosper during a recession. Recessions are cyclical. A new one always threatens. They are an inevitable component of the economic cycle. And what do you think? How long will the current recession last? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Have a good one.